I refuse to believe that our historically right-leaning district is exceptionally racist. Yes, that is merely my belief. I don't have figures to back it up, and it comes from a choice that I make every day to give my fellow Oregonians the benefit of the doubt. I don't think Cliff Bentz is a racist. I don't think he has any feelings on race whatsoever, if I had to guess. But he is not an ally of marginalized people inside of Congress, and that makes him complicit in the massive wave of voter disenfranchisement presently chopping up our nation like a butcher knife. If silence is violence, then Bentz is Bundy. Left or right, gerrymandering should be illegal. Redistricting that removes democratic power and representation from black communities used to be illegal. Now that the Voting Rights Act has been eviscerated, extreme right-wing elements in our federal government and in several states are emboldened to pursue the repeal of the 14th Amendment as well, which forms the legal basis of landmark court decisions that ended segregation in schools, laws against interracial marriages, abortion bans, and same-sex marriage bans. They are coming for all of it. They want to undo the last 60 years of progress for everyday Americans. Cliff Bentz, whether sympathetic to systemic racism or not, won't be pushing back against his party as it subjugates Black America. And somehow, magically, I suppose, all of the right wing's enemies will just disappear, their power and voices diminished. No lasting impact, no serious consequences, just an expansive Caucasian quietude, gently floating into the future without a care in the world. Right there at the cross-section of evil and idiotic. Oregon has racist foundations, a whites-only state at our admission to the Union, an anti-interracial marriage state until the 1950s, home to the Klan in the 1920s, sundown towns that lasted well beyond the civil rights movement. We have changed. We had to. The myth of white supremacy couldn't survive here. It had to hightail it to Idaho, where a racist ideology can isolate itself from a changing world. Oregon trades with the world. Oregon delves into its history. Oregon has too much wherewithal to succumb to its racist origins. And all the blustery, pathetic efforts to revive the fetid corpse of an Oregonian racist worldview is plainly toxic to our communities, bad for businesses, and counterproductive in the pursuit of that quietude. It's still here, but it's impossible for it to thrive. Too many decent Oregonians would have to disappear first. So, to the 2nd Congressional District of Oregon, I say this with all of my heart. Vote Bentz out to safeguard our nation's plurality and our commitment to justice for all. You don't need to assign any bigotry to Bentz. Just know that he won't help. The question is, will you? And if you don't, it's not because you are a racist, but you are providing material support for a radical racist movement that is upending lives. Just own up to it, if that's what you feel you must do. I have been fortunate enough to devote my time and energy over the last few months to voicing my opposition to Bentz, and doing so with facts and figures. Multiple written posts on our Oregon as well as in a series of videos. I am not paid to do any of it. No one is asking me to do it or providing me any assistance, and I screw it up often. But I believe in what I'm doing. America can't afford Bentz. Oregon can't afford Bentz. You cannot afford Bentz. Please, spread the word. People in LeGrand and Prineville and Burns and Lakeview and Jordan Valley need to be warned about what is going to happen to our state's environmental health, the closing of rural hospitals, the unending strain they should expect at the gas pumps. They need to know about the lies regarding taxes and spending that Bentz has peddled to them like snake oil. They need to know about the horrors their money is perpetrating in service of a genocidal land grab half a world away. If they knew those things, and that the libs had still not been owned, who would be left to protect the billionaires at the polls? Who could Cliff Bentz count on to vote against their own self-interest in pursuit of reactionary right-wing corporate political dominance? Who shall be king of the hill on the corpse of democracy? Boot Bentz out. You owe Louisiana that. You owe Tennessee that. Missouri, Florida, Alabama, Virginia. You are not currently having your voices choked by wealthy white supremacists. Your hardships are real, but they are not electoral. To have that power and to not use it while watching it being torn away from your fellow Americans, it's not a crime. It's not even a sin. It is, however, a failure in one's humanity. It is a deficiency in one's connection to their fellow human being. It is as ruthless, as destructive, and as insidious as cancer, and you hold it in your hands. In the face of dozens of gerrymandered GOP seats, flipping Cliff Bentz's seat is a moral issue, a cause for all freedom-loving Oregonians from Medford to Boardman to Burns, because whether you like it or not, racism is America's cancer, and we are dying.